Cam.
Nice.
Los.
What's up, fellas?
What up?
We are Bad Nerds!
Bang, 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 bang.
Dude,
We're here.
so happy you guys are here.
Dude, we're happy.
You have no idea. This is so my jam, your band. So into you
Your
guys.
jam?
So my jam.
Honor.
So my jam. We do, our norm is we host a lot of, progressive heavy bands, right? That's our norm, but you have a very special place in my heart musically, because, as we were talking before, like off camera, like, your genre of music now really seeing it's a new revival, like mixing rap and rock, hip hop and rock, is exciting now.
Yeah.
And you guys have been doing this for a while, right? A while
A
now,
little
like.
bit. Not in this iteration. Like when we started out, it was not rap and rock.
No.
It started out.
Well, you are true MCs. And
Yeah,
that's
more or less. Rock and incorporate that with the rap. And
Sure.
he convinced
Now,
me.
how old are you in this time? Like, how long ago is this from now?
This is 10 years ago.
This is 10 years.
Almost.
Oh.
Almost.
Okay.
It's 10
No, it's 10.
It's 10.
Yeah,
Is it 10?
I'm
Now-
obsolete.
10 exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, Cross,
Wow.
tell me, so maybe we can relate on this. How did that thought and conviction feel? Obviously, you guys grew up listening more to hip hop music, and you can completely tell that in your band, by the way. I just want to put as a side note, of all the bands that mix these genres, I just want to say one of the things I love about you guys is very prevalent that you guys are a band with real MCs, and you can really tell. And the rock is, of course, legit as hell, but it's like it feels different and real from a guy who grew up, grew up in on early days hip hop, and is a big part of. Really, what got me, I'm known for heavy music, but it's what really got me initially started in music, and mixing beats with guitars. And I have a lot of history that really relates to loving you, loving you, motherfucker. Yo, so talk to me about that feeling. 'Cause I had this feeling as a kid, like that feeling like someone needs to put the rock shit in this and make it create. Speak to like what you were thinking in your head.
I'll be honest with you. When I heard Limp Bizkit's Significant Other, like I was on them when they came out and everything with $3 Bill and like Deftones was one of my favorite bands. But like when I heard Significant Other and Nookie came out or whatever, I was like, this song would be that much better if he could actually rhyme. You know what I mean? Like,
No disrespect.
no disrespect to Fred Durst and what he was doing and what he has done.
I've been trying to get Fred Durst on the show for a long time. He's been turning me down nonstop. So fuck that guy.
So like, appreciate everything he brought to the genre, but like that was one thing of Limp Bizkit that always irked me was like, someone needs to help Fred with his bars or rhymes, and just imagine, you know what I mean? Like, imagine if, like Zach, then you have like Zach De La Rocha from Rage.
Yeah.
It's like, if you put him with, Limp Bizkit's production, like, that would have been, even bigger, you know what I mean? And like, I always strive to blend that together, that has always been a thing. But like, I'm from, I grew up in the South and everything, and during the time it was real screw heavy. You know what I mean? So
DJ
like,
Screw.
like DJ Screw
Like
and
slowing
everything.
down.
Yeah, so
Slowed down.
yeah, so everything was banging screw, chopping screw, and so like that vibe though was something about that. The slow and the bounce and the vibe, and so so I grew up with that, on top of Deftones and System of a Down, and like so that's where the vibe that I've always been trying to create, and Tony, once I met Tony, like he helped me like expand it. It took a second to get him on it because like you said, he's a hip hop head, you know what I mean? So he's all about he's Ghostface, he's that's so
Trap hand.
and you know what I mean, and so now he's more rock than I am, you know what I mean? He be all in it.
You know
digging
more of the
crazy
new
stuff.
shit that comes out.
So
cool.
but yeah, that's always been the goal, is to do like it's melting pot of the that new metal sound, like the essence of what it could have been or what it should be, and what I heard. You know, like there's moments of greatness, or like Korn's album Blind,
Right.
Like the groove of Blind and like those breakdowns, like they're a heavy influence on the band.
So,
Like
so dope.
it's like
so heavy.
stuff like that. And I mean, in hip hop, we were kind of doing it with crunk music. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So to
Yeah.
me, it was a perfect, bridge. Like what we do is like a perfect bridge because it's like it's no different. There's mosh pits and crunk music, and when they're
with Mobb Deep,
all that.
and-
Sure.
and
So
Lil
yeah,
Jon
It had always
all that.
existed. It's just that some people, unfortunately, were scared, at least in the hip hop world,
yeah,
didn't know what to do with guitars.
yeah,
And
Yeah.
a lot of rockers, looked,
Yeah, even
at DJs like
You know,
what
Wayne
the hell
tried
is this
to do
doing?
Yeah,
So
Like, yeah.
the fusion and stuff like that, it's really difficult sometimes to have the right pieces come together.
Yeah.
And it almost is as if you have to have people who are experienced, or at the very least like the crossover between the two.
Yeah.
So,
And are you guys seeing out there in modern music or what's happening locally that the world seems to be coming back around to the fashion of mixing
Yeah.
rock and rap? Have you been noticing that too?
Yeah.
I've been kind of picking up on that. I think, who knows, but I think likely we're heading into a time where there's going to be a resurgence.
Yeah.
Oh,
like
yeah.
we saw, in the late 90s.
I mean, it repeats itself. It's a cycle.
Absolutely.
It's just a cycle, and fortunately for us, we started at a point where it kind of was dead.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
But
And
you're being true to
now we're-
yourselves, and
yeah.
that's I respect that.
And so
100%.
just like a wheel, it's gonna come back around, and we will
Yeah.
fit right back
Yeah, we
in.
just
And
Right, what we wanna
honestly, I
hear,
think
you know?
because you're so, so real on the hip hop side, it's so obvious when you see you guys. I think that is now better than ever on this return. Like that will serve you
Yeah.
better because you'll stand out more, and likely some of the other we'll see other new bands coming out in this genre. I think, and I think you'll always stand out in that way. It's a very special part of who you are. Always looking, when I produce bands, always looking for the things that make them unique and those little special things for me to, to bring out and stuff. But like, so you with your vocals, so you at some point, this is 10 years ago, you had this idea, and you had to think, well, I need to figure out how to scream and sing like, sing like, how did that go down? Are you still figuring it out?
Yeah, still figuring it out.
You're pretty good at it, by the way.
I appreciate it. Like we had a talk not too long ago where it was like, you gotta start owning the fact that you're the singer. Because
Right.
for the longest I would be like, oh no, I'm not really a singer. I just can hold the tune, but, until we find somebody that can
Yeah.
do it. You know what I mean? And so I always hid behind that because I just I'm an artist, so I'm sensitive. So last thing I want is somebody like, oh, he can't sing. So the defense would always be, I'm not a singer. I rap. I can sing a little bit. Bunch
Yeah.
of justifications, and then finally just had to be like, yeah, I'm a singer, and if you don't like it, so what?
No, you got a
know
cool,
what I mean? So-
rad thing going
so,
on. When you're up there, it's like loose and crazy. It's like
Oh, well,
rad kid.
It's because
Like,
of them, though. You know what I mean? It's because of them. When we're locked in, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I can do whatever. You know what I mean? Might hit a Celine Dion note. You know what I mean?
cool, dudes. Cool. I was supposed to mention, actually, dudes watching at home, supposed to mention send in questions. I'm going to just keep kicking it, whatever comes to my head to wrap these guys, but we'd love to hear from anyone else who's watching. Stupider questions, the better. So you guys have two. I see you guys have two records out, right? 2018 it was Got the Nods, and then 2019 Clarity, right?
Somewhat.
Yeah.
You know what I
Clarity
mean?
was a re-release
Yeah.
onto the platform.
Yeah.
Like we had put Clarity out in like 2015,
Oh, is that right?
2016.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this was pre some of the platforms, so then we had
And
to
it was before the Wheel of Days.
re-record it a
Yep.
little.
Have you done
and-
any singles since then?
Oh, yeah.
yeah, we just
Killing
And you're
Season
playing
was a
some of these
single.
today, right? This
yes,
season,
Yeah.
right?
yes,
Yeah,
we
Killing
We just
Season.
dropped one.
Killing Season, my
Miami,
enemy,
Here
and we
Comes
just
the King.
released one today.
Yeah.
So.
Real quick.
Really?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
released
Here
the
Comes the
video
King.
today.
Yeah, HTCK. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And you're playing that here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so badass.
Yep. So
Get the
I
new
feel
new.
I feel very
Get the
privileged.
new
yeah, it's it's
Brand new. It's a
brand new,
good day.
spanking new. You got the exclusive.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it's a live.
And the
It's our
music
first
video
time.
is coming up next.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
yes,
damn.
y'all have the music.
Oh, yeah,
video.
stay tuned because when we have a few minutes before we leave this interview and go down and play live, we will be. Are we premiering it? No,
Yeah,
it's on
y'all-
YouTube.
It's
On
on
YouTube.
YouTube.
Oh, don't give me that. See, I thought I was premiering it. And you were like, yeah.
Yeah. Anderson.
I'm not premiering shit.
Yeah.
first
Don't
time
go
we're
to
playing
YouTube.
No.
Wait on it. Coming. Stay right here.
Keep it locked.
Yeah.
We're-
This is
we're
more
excited about
entertaining.
it.
Please don't
anyway.
crash the internet just yet.
Yeah.
We were super excited about it. You know what I mean? We've been holding on to this
For a
song
while.
for a while now.
It has
Because,
to
be.
yeah, there were
Talks of it being in certain
being
places.
used
yeah.
for something else, and
Okay.
we were pretty pumped about that. Real exciting.
Yeah, you know.
it was very ludicrous what it was.
I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Yeah, but yeah, it fell through, and so we were just like, we're not gonna sit on this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, because they kept trying to hold it to more
Yeah,
like, oh,
because
And
you
who
know,
there
are
might have
the
been
who are the
It might have been a
they?
documentary.
You
We're
say
not-
they.
Yeah.
We're not at liberty to.
Who are the they?
Yeah, we won't mention
Under
any
wraps.
names,
Nah.
but
Yeah.
like they were shooting a documentary, and
They.
you know,
Yeah, we're just
yeah,
leaving it
you're gonna
at
have to
that.
do research.
Yeah.
You know what I
Okay.
mean? My man's gave some clues. You know,
He
he's
did.
smart enough. You could
You
pick it up.
rewind it.
Yeah.
So
Might
how
be
do
in
you
the
think
between.
about releasing music going forward? I mean, are you thinking about it's smart at this point to do a full length record again? Are you thinking about EPs, singles? Like it's like times are changing. Like where have you guys discussed and imagined the future?
Oh, we're moving like mixtape rappers.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
We
we're
want to
trying-
try to bring that culture to rock music.
Yeah,
That's
Wow.
another thing we'd like to have a transition over because rockers, a lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them are still okay. We're going to release an album and tour
Yeah.
for 3 years.
yeah,
Right.
We want to drop an EP or an album maybe 2, 3, 4 times a year.
Which I think is so
That's the
smart,
object- 'cause
so
rap-
relevant.
We sit on material,
it
though.
keeps things going. You know?
Right, right.
And
Keeps
it's,
you relevant.
that's just the way things are moving now.
So when you say mixtape, it's more like mixtape mentality.
Yeah,
mentality.
Yeah,
Right? It's like
We're not going to start singing over
Yeah,
Metallica.
no.
Right.
Mixtape dropping.
Right.
Yeah, but basically be able to produce.
And you could just
That
could you see
quickly.
that being your future forever, no
Oh,
matter
yeah.
where things go? I could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes
doesn't
it
matter how
seems to
big
make
you
a lot
get.
of sense
Yeah.
these days.
Well,
We
every
make
recording
music,
keeps getting
like-
better, and
Yeah.
everything just keeps clicking. So
Yeah.
It's
We're
smart, and
artists.
also you know what? You can also, you can get a reaction on stuff
Yeah,
and
you mold your craft.
feedback off that even sooner.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? If
Exactly.
like, on that note of like feeding back off of what you've learned over the, I guess it's almost 10 years you've been messing with this. Is there thoughts inside the band of like, any like concepts of what you're thinking writing music going forward? Like we want to be more this way with the guitars or more this way with other things, or has there been any conceptual thoughts on artistic changes?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Constantly.
Yeah.
Constantly. If
Like
you-
what?
You don't evolve, you die.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like,
we're changing up styles. Like here recently, the past probably
Yeah.
2-3 years, I started playing with my fingers more,
Mm-hmm.
and slowly getting away from the pick. And because I came from a metal background, so I was always used to triple picking, quadruple picking,
Sure.
just keeping up, with the guitars. And then over here, as you see, it's a little more laid back what we do,
Right.
Because we're pretty chill for the most part. So, and then we want to turn up a little bit, but then we want to chill out for a little
You
bit.
are kind of
too,
chill because,
so-
like, in
Yeah.
sound check, I had to be like, "Yeah, let's go, guys."
Yeah,
Come on, let's go."
You know,
We're not used
we
to
know when to
such
turn
a-
it on.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
but like by him using his fingers now, that
Yeah.
opens up more in the production because now we can chord
Yeah.
or
It's swi-
you know I
smoother
can
too.
put that so it's constantly things like that. Tunings we talk, we
We
juggle.
mess around with
Yeah,
that.
we
different
mess around with
equipment,
Right.
tunings,
pickup,
you know. Los, I'm constantly, telling him, hey, if you come across like a cool sound or something, like, let me know. I mean, Cam is a human metronome, so it's any
Yeah.
beat we program in, he'll be like, oh, okay.
Cool, Cam.
Yeah,
What up?
So,
Human metronome.
And I helped out with the bass line to one of the just helping, whatever. Like and that's the good thing about it. Like everybody has their input on
Yeah.
everything, So even if I had a riff or something come up, like we'll just put it out. I'll tell him he'll play it out, and you know we'll work it out to where he can play it out. And
You're like, yeah, that's it. That's the riff.
And then we'll just put it on and record. And that's the good thing. Like we said, we can put our albums out like that because you think it's 6 of us. So I could make a song. He can make a song.
Yeah.
If we're all making songs independently, and then we're also putting songs together, you know, we can.
Have you? So, tell me now. In the past, have you worked with other creative outside, like a creative producer or a co-writer, and how do you see that going into the future? Like, let's start from the past. You've basically self-produced in the past, or?
Oh, we always
self everything.
Yeah,
he just shoots the videos.
Yeah,
Right, because you guys started also. I mean, you know, making tracks, making beats, same as I did. It's like, and I just found out like, oh, I'm really good at the production.
Yeah, and that's how we're basically gonna keep it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but we're really about collabing though.
Okay.
You know, we're all about
that's a new. Is that a kind of a new thing?
brand
What
new.
collaborations did you do back in the day?
Done none.
No.
We didn't do any. You know,
We haven't done any.
We didn't do
Are there
any.
any you can talk about that you might be trying?
I mean,
to
I
get?
got
Well, you go.
Oh, yeah.
Tom
Cart.
Tom Cart overseas. You know what I'm saying?
From Poland.
Yeah.
You know, he
From
reached
Poland.
out and
And
like, I did
collab
a
on
song.
beats on
Like he had a track.
on tracks.
Yeah, he had a track and he wanted me to spit over it, and so like that was cool. It was
So would it
exciting.
be a We Are Band Nerds track?
No.
Nah.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
was
so what are we talking about collaboration?
Like,
Well, like
What-
we would
This is a We Are
feature,
Band
like,
Nerds
somebody
Yeah,
in ours.
essentially, we would do the producing because it's kind of hard to give up production control and have someone else try to tell you like what sounds better for what your style
So
is.
yeah.
But it's
Right.
more like collabing with other voices.
okay.
So you basically like
a
who
feature.
would you like to work with? Who would we our band nerds if we're saying we're
Yeah.
up for collabing? Who would
Outkast.
like? I would love to
Get
That
Outkast
would
back
be
together.
Outkast,
I'd like to
you
see
know?
that.
That would be.
I'd like to see
dope.
that.
Zach from Rage Against the Machine. I would love to do
Sure.
a song
Awesome.
with him. You know.
Here's a curveball. Sade.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Sade.
Yeah.
Skip Chino and go right to Sade.
Yeah.
Who'll do that? You know what I mean?
Sade on a Deftones riff,
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
Right?
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
but wow.
Yeah.
Good.
So the collaborations. Let me
Busta
get this
Rhymes
right. The
would be
collaborations, are they going to be We Are Band Nerds collaborations?
Yeah.
Yes, they
Yes.
definitely
They will
will be.
have our sound with
Right.
you know. We don't
our
want
sound
to.
and we'll take the lead
Yeah.
on
Right.
the song, and then the person just kind of comes in and kind of adds to the song. So, and that can be whatever genre. Like, so it can be rap, it could be singer songwriter, pop, just experimental stuff.
Yeah, we can.
We're always down to experiment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's the dope part, like because we listen to all types
Yeah,
of
very
music.
eclectic.
Everybody, especially Lowe's. Lowe's just puts like
Yeah,
if you
that's-
can see our
Yeah.
like we have a feed
Yeah.
on Facebook. It's a group. It's so many YouTube videos.
Yes.
And it's like
He
daily.
put us on the things like
Yeah.
before
Oh
they popped.
man.
Oh, that's
you,
hot.
You remember?
Yeah.
That's
um,
cool.
Oh yeah, I mean being a DJ,
Yeah.
I'm always
Yeah.
up on
Yeah,
the new
'cause,
news stuff.
when
Yeah.
before Lord,
Yeah, before
and,
Lord
like
came
got
out.
huge with Royals, he sent us this video and it only had probably like a couple thousand
Oh,
views
wow,
on it.
impressive.
Yeah.
And he was like, check this out. And we all listened. It's like, yeah, that's
Yeah,
rap.
that's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then 2 weeks later,
and
like,
then he did the same thing with Migos.
No,
nice.
Cardi B too.
Yeah, he
That
did
one?
Hannah Montana.
Yeah, on Post Malone. Yeah.
And then Post Malone,
All right.
like
Always
before
up
they
there,
were
yeah.
like it blew up, he was like
Yeah.
already on it. Like he's one of those. So space goes.
Yeah.
Do that for us.
So
Send our videos.
So guys, how did you record the previous albums? Did you
That
self-record
shit's
them?
crazy.
Oh
And
God.
then most, we sent them out for
Oh
mixing.
man.
Yeah.
Like
That was
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah.
that's another reason why we didn't put out a lot of music. It's just like it was, cause like I went to school for audio engineering, so that means a lot to me when I hear certain things.
Yeah.
And like it's just the equipment that we had, it just was not where I knew we could sound. You know what I mean? And
Right.
it's just now coming to a part where it's like we're proud of the stuff we put out. You know what I mean?
And did you self-record the last 2 records?
Yeah, we've recorded all
Everything.
our
Wow.
stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
We actually work with
Did you mix it as well?
The kids
Yeah.
edition.
not for Forget Me Not.
Not for Forgive Me Nots. That was
What's
at
his
the
name?
kitchen.
What's his name?
Yeah, we recorded at the kitchen in Dallas.
Yeah.
Well,
What parts?
they mixed
No.
it. We
Yeah.
recorded
They mixed
we recorded
and mastered everything.
everything, but they mixed it. They mixed
Yeah.
and
Okay.
mastered it. So
Yeah,
Mixed and
Forget Me
mastered.
Not.
yeah, they mixed and mastered it. But other than that, we usually
And is that a theme for you guys? Like for basically all the stuff you've released, you were self-recorded and you send it off to get mixed and mastered.
No.
Not
really.
prior.
Yeah.
We would do everything,
Yeah.
and then for that particular album, we did.
yeah, just for that
Yeah,
album.
we just
Yeah.
wanted to try it.
And then since
See what
then,
it
he's
sounded
gotten
like.
so much better that
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
kind of
It
keep
does
most
make
things
It's
in
just
house.
quicker to do it all in-house.
Sure.
Yeah, and you know
And cheap.
the
It's cheap.
common listener doesn't pay attention to that stuff like
Yeah.
like audio nerds do. Audio nerds will probably pick our stuff apart. You know what I mean? But like the casual listener, they don't pick
Yeah,
out the
it's
nuances.
jamming,
You know,
yeah.
and that's something that I fight with when I'm listening to it back. I'm like trying to listen as a I guess a normal person would listen to it rather than so.
Fair enough.
Tell them come see the live show.
But yeah, that's another collaboration. We'd be down to do like working with studios and stuff. You know what I mean? So like we've always said that we wanted to like have go away for a weekend and record a project somewhere. You know what I mean? Do something like that. That'd be
This
cool.
would be pretty dope spot to do it at.
I would honestly love to do that with you guys.
That
Straight
would
the
be
fuck
great.
That'd be
up.
dope.
On the real.
Yeah.
I would love to do that with you guys.
That'd be
We'll
dope.
talk about that later.
And he's actually met us. How about this?
And I've
Yeah.
met you.
Yeah, hung out with us half a day.
And you know that I'm not crazy. I'm kind of crazy, but a trustworthy crazy. Whatever. I think we have some questions, Max, right? Oh, I thought you said thumbs up.
Oh no, I thought you were saying how we're doing on time.
Oh, that was how we doing on time?
Yeah,
No,
we're-
that was like, do we have any questions?
Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
You catch the
Man, we're doing-
telepathy.
We're doing great on time.
What's really been hard about being in a band? Let's keep it. Let's.
Being a band.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Six
It
of
is.
us.
different
It's
personalities.
six of us.
Yeah.
Keeping
6 different
everybody-
lifestyles.
Yeah.
Has it been this lineup the whole time?
No.
Okay.
No, not the whole time.
Yeah, but
Like-
a good chunk of time, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like half.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good chunk
About
of
half
time.
the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
We,
came in
we're
about 5
the
years ago.
consistent one,
Right.
Us.
and then
Because
eventually
Los
Los.
has been in, what, 7 years?
Probably.
Cam's
Cam
been...
left for creative reasons at one point, and then he came back.
But
Oh,
back.
okay.
We
Cam
had
is back.
Okay.
No,
Cam
we
is
went
back.
got him back.
yeah.
We
Got him back.
Yeah.
Just for
We
everything.
Cam is back.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
But
That's
had
how
to
that
go
worked.
get him.
Okay.
Cam's it's been 8 years, like one off and on.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
one off
Yeah.
and on.
It was like
Yeah,
one.
it was just
Yeah.
one off.
But it was
and on.
dope. It was
Yeah.
like it's
Sandman.
And then Sandman's hitting 5 years.
4 years, yeah.
Yeah, 5 years.
Wow.
It was so hard to
Wow.
find.
How
a
did you
bass
come
player.
in? Because you're ridiculous on the turntable.
Man,
They
we
just
And
were-
found
such
me.
a key member of
They just found
again
me.
making this shit
I've
so
always-
legit.
he's
It's
the
usually
glue.
like Craigslist. That's
Yeah.
usually Craigslist.
Yeah, he was in.
He already had a practice
Yeah.
spot.
Yeah, he
Oh,
had-
that's
they
what
were,
it
they were
was.
having
Room.
auditions.
Yeah, he had
Yeah,
a
we
room.
were
Had a
auditioning.
practice spot that I already
We
had.
threw an audition for a DJ.
Yeah,
Yeah, we were looking specifically
And it
for
was
like
funny.
battle DJs.
Yeah, it was funny because-
Yeah, yeah.
And there was one dude that came in right before Los, if I'm not mistaken, and he wasn't he was trash.
Garbage bag.
And then he came in and just started, and the whole time he was
No, like he was already there.
Yeah.
He was already there, and we had the first dude coming in,
Oh.
and like Los was in there just jamming, and that's
I
when
could've
we
sworn
were.
he came in.
No, we went into his room. Cause I remember going into his room because we were like, "Yo," like, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm actually here for the
Turn on.
audition."
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that's when I was like, "Oh shit, well he got it already." Like it was instant. Like Los is the glue. He's what
Yeah,
keeps
yeah,
it,
yeah.
you know,
Nice.
grounded.
Loves.
So
Yeah.
sometimes when we
Like
go
that.
off, like when we're in, production, we're like making riffs, and like sometimes it gets a little bit
Yeah.
too heavy. I'm like, oh, well, where's Los gonna go? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, so he helps bring it back to.
Yeah, we gotta try to leave room for each other.
Yeah,
in the
right.
songs, 'cause there's so much going on
Sure.
at times. So
Exactly.
I'm not really good at
Absolutely.
that. I'm sorry.
So, you're on.
Oh yeah, not Cam.
I gotta ask you.
Cam
I gotta
Pritchard,
ask you
drummer.
where you came up with this idea. I think I was checking out your records. Is it the last track on Clarity where you're just like shouting out, "Follow us on social media. We are." I mean, no shame.
Yeah.
They're just like, "We are band nerds.
Shameless
You need to
plug.
follow us on this, on that," and then do you start screaming it at people? I mean, that is the most original, funniest thing. I don't know why no one else has thought of that. That is amazing.
Yeah,
You gotta get out there, man. You gotta-
How did you even how did you even think of that and have the balls
it
to
was
execute
supposed to
it?
be an ad,
We
right?
usually do skits. We usually do skits.
It became a part of the project.
So we're
Yeah.
gonna send this to the Eagle. 97.1 Eagle. Oh, never mind. Fuck it, put it on the track.
I don't know. Like we just goofy like
Yeah,
that.
I'd
You
say,
know?
Yeah, we like to
we're
have
all
fun.
characters.
Yeah.
We like to have a good time.
Absolutely. All right. How much time do we got? Let me see.
Yeah, about 10 minutes.
Oh, damn.
Lightning round.
Bing, bing,
We're
bing,
going
bing.
live at 7.
We are going live at 7. Well, we can just chill.
Yeah.
What else do I have here? I haven't really been looking at my notes.
Yeah.
I've been just kind of
Oh, he
freestyling.
has
with you
notes.
guys.
Oh, you good?
Where did you get your sound from? Just kidding. Where did you get
Where
the
did you
name
meet?
Band Nerds? Just kidding.
Where did y'all meet?
Where did y'all meet? What's all the typical questions of your
Yeah.
questions? I asked you that. Yep. Yep.
You know,
Yep.
it's not too much to us.
Yeah.
We're not really complex here.
Where do you see it? Where do you see it going, optimistically? What would you like? What would you like?
We're gonna go on some tours whenever this
What's-
world opens
what are-
up.
Music.
Like I have one goal mainly.
Yeah.
So we have these shirts. They're called Day One shirts.
Yeah.
And like my goal is to go somewhere to some venue and look out, maybe somewhere in Brazil or something like that. But you look out, it's a sea of people, and it's like 40,000 people wearing our Day One shirts.
Day
Like,
one shirts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
like
like
the
that logo
The
there.
t-shirt,
Oh.
that has the logo.
Yeah.
It was like our
Logo.
first shirt.
Yeah.
My objective for this year is basically to dominate the internet. So basically to be, and this is, it kind of goes in part with what I was saying about
Yeah.
releasing a lot of music within a period of time, being live, and just being in people's faces. Because we had been taking that road where we would be relatively inconsistent with how often we're releasing music, and it's just not the time period to do that.
And don't
So-
you get jealous of other bands that are so good at their social media?
Yeah.
Right? I'm like, damn, because it's like, it's hard sometimes to do it. You're trying to focus on your band, being creative, and it's like, you know, it's really in many ways left to the bands to do their own social medias and some social media. And some guys, sometimes there's a band like there's one nerd in the band, and he's a guru at social
Right.
media. I get
Right.
jealous, you know, like for that. It's like, you know, it's like it's nice, and it's really true. Like bands that are really good on their social media these days have an advantage.
Exactly.
I noticed like one thing. Julian, who works with us, was saying it's like working with local hip hop guys. It's interesting to see. You know, in hip hop music, they're always so ahead of the curve on marketing, and they always
Yeah.
have been, right? It's like
Yeah.
Julian would say to me, he goes, the modern day rap group is like, okay, first is the MC, and then second is like the producer guy, the dude making the beats.
Right.
The third guy in a hip hop group these days is the guy with the camera.
Yeah, the camera guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
social media
Yeah.
guy
There's always
who's
a camera
following
guy.
around,
Yep.
spitting out crazy amounts of content.
Right.
It's like such an important thing. And this whole thing right here, to be completely honest, this whole thing we're doing, this whole Machine Shop Live, is my big ass convoluted idea on how I can do social media, you know, in a way that I'm comfortable with.
Right.
Where it's like, it helps me to bring in bands I like and have this, and I get exposure through helping you guys.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's a way, it's a big convoluted way of doing it, but it's something that I'm very comfortable with. And I get, you know, it's cool. I get to market myself along with the bands that I really like, and the studios and the shots.
Right,
You
right.
know, I mix the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a win-win all around. It's like, but it's hard because it's like, it's years I can speak for myself, years. I'm just a producer and shit, but it's like, yeah, it helps. It's like you're saying, that existing. I feel like, Yeah, I feel like if you're not on the radio or you're not on MTV or you're not, on the cover of Rolling Stone, it's like it's very easy to disappear these days. As a producer, it's like you used to get a CD or a record and you turn it over like produced and mixed by machine. That doesn't exist anymore. It's like I feel like I've been the disappearing producer. So
Yeah, we feel like
it's
that
the
as
social
artists,
media
but
stuff that helps that.
we feel like that as artists plenty of times, and then we just, but it's kind of always been like that, ever since we first started playing. It's just like, well, shit. You
Yeah.
know, get the first band, the second band, third band, and just band after band until you find something that works, and then shit, we lucked out and found each other as a group, and then we're able to put out some stuff that people dig. So that's pretty neat,
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's all about building a routine around the social media.
Yeah.
It's like you have to set aside a time and day when this is what I'm going to be doing, and that's kind of one of the things that we've been doing. Like Friday
It's part
night,
of the
You gotta
job.
find the
Yeah.
algorithm.
That's
you have to fight
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, that's
You
the
have to
new
fight it.
grind.
Yeah.
That's the new
Yeah.
grind now.
If you can
social
beat it
media.
though, then it starts to work in your favor. Like for instance, it's one of the reasons why our song "Zombie," off the strength of just algorithms, is almost like 500,000 views.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like it's nothing that we did. It's just for whatever reason that song clicked with people.
Is it getting playlisted though on like Spotify and
No,
on like
no,
iTunes?
I don't
Is it
believe
not
so.
getting playlisted?
No, I don't believe so.
I
It's
created a-
recently added to Spotify.
Okay.
Not when it first came out, but just recently, and now all of a sudden it's one of our top songs on Spotify too.
Yeah.
And Spotify and YouTube don't have anything to do with each other, so it's kind of strange that that's now clicking on there.
That's why I
think it's
asked you
like-
if it's getting playlisted.
I think it's like maybe a crossover somehow, but yeah, I don't know how that happened. Like I have no idea why that particular song did what it did, and why I can't reproduce that.
Well, I would
It's a
recommend
normal
you
way.
guys put a lot of focus on marketing yourselves to various playlists, and we'll be seeing more and more playlists, rap rock playlists coming out as things, as we said in the beginning of this interview, how I think the timing in the world is so good for We Are Band Nerds.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that's so tough about any band that wants to do something different. Bands that are like another metal band, another rap artist. It's like, okay, well, there's this pre-built genre and a routine of marketing. There's a lane for like metal, for example. There's a lane. There's tours set up.
Yeah.
There's internet sites and
Right.
blogs and
Yep,
and,
festivals
and when you're doing something different, it's hard. Even crazy bands like artsy bands like Radiohead, they weren't that different when they first came out. They became different. They fell into those lanes and they got popular, and then they
And then
became
they
different.
branched
It's
out.
really hard doing what you're doing, and I think the world is coming back around to what you guys are all about,
I hope
and that's
so.
really exciting. And finding those lanes to lock into will help this. And I think I would recommend a lot of focus on reaching out for playlists. I mean, the playlists are like the new radio stations.
Yeah.
On iTunes and Spotify. That's why I asked you. It's like, oh, Zombie. I noticed it was buzzier and had bigger numbers.
Yeah.
I thought maybe it had.
That was like
had
our
been
first
picked
video,
up
right?
by
Our second
playlists.
video,
It's
right?
one of
But,
my first videos, yeah.
You can pitch your
Last Out
your
Blast
music
Fest.
to playlists just the way back in the day you would pitch your songs to radio stations.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's people to help you do that, and there's websites and there's things to help you do, which I can tell you more about later.
It's true.
But
Appreciate it.
for sure.
And plus, there's like it's the whole setup is like it's been democratized where anybody can have
Yeah.
a piece
Yeah.
of the pie.
I
You know what I
know.
mean? Where it's like, okay,
So
you
what
don't
are
have to
what are
deal
we
with
gonna do about
these
it?
gatekeepers.
Get this money.
There's no real
Cut the check.
gatekeepers
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah,
isn't
you
that
can just
exciting?
go
Yeah.
directly to people who dig exactly what you do, and
Yeah.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
So
I
It's
feel
like
you
craft
on
beer. The craft beer came in and took
Yeah.
over.
Yeah.
Now it's like craft music.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
craft
a little
works.
bit with
Craft music.
Yeah, it used to be hard to get gigs because like we couldn't play at different venues. Like
Yeah,
we
Yeah.
get
that
booked
was a
for
big thing.
Yeah,
hip
that
hop
was
shows,
huge. Yeah.
and then we get hit like.
It's one of the things, by the way, that
Oh my
influenced our sound.
gosh.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Really?
It's influenced our sound because we started out with slightly harder rap music, and then we
Okay.
started playing with like metal bands.
Mhm.
It was like, well, we got to try to match their
Yeah, it was
speed of what
like-
they're doing.
yeah, it was
So
like-
that was
So
we
and
didn't play
our
nowhere
music got
else.
progressively harder as a result. One of the first songs that came out of that was like "Kill Us All."
Kill us all.
That came out of that. Okay, we need
Glass
to play
House.
with metal bands, so we need to get a little bit more rough. So, and that's kind of what influenced us. And then we eventually, we came back around. I was like, oh, there's a whole genre that is based around this. That's kind of how we discovered it. It wasn't
Really?
It wasn't really
Yeah.
like, okay, we want to. Okay, I listened to Limp Bizkit when I was younger. No,
Yeah,
it wasn't
no.
really that.
No.
It was more so us. He wanted to incorporate rock,
Right.
and we kind of stumbled. It didn't sound particularly good,
Nope.
and then we
couldn't play
and then we started
hip-hop.
playing with bands that were doing metal, and then we discovered, okay, we can do a little bit harder with what we're doing,
my bad.
and then it came to, well, there's already a
Hip-hop
genre that kind
distortion.
of does that, and then we started paying attention to that. It was like, oh, then we started getting influenced by that. So that's kind of how we found it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, there's a good metal scene.
it's kind of like a rediscovery thing, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's call it.
Because some things that we made
No,
didn't sound
heavier
good live.
bands must love you guys, right?
Yeah, our old drummer,
Like when you go.
Some
No,
people
Is it
stare at
bad
us
blood?
kind of funny.
Yeah.
Some people are like, "Wow, this is." You can tell the
how
metalheads.
could you?
it is
How
all-
could you not?
More
They're
often
like,
than
it's
not,
not-
it's
it's
the
not
bass
hard
players.
enough.
Like the bass players, they
Yeah.
kind of dig.
But
They see what.
They want the
so
double kick. The
I
double kick.
find that so hard to believe that metal bands don't love you. Because I'll tell you why. I know metal bands. First of all, they're gonna look at you guys as so legit, so legit on the rap rock side, on the, right?
Yeah.
And it's like they don't see. I mean, these nerdy metal bands don't see you as a threat to their genre, right?
Right.
You're not a technical metal band. You're
No.
never gonna be a technical.
No,
You're like,
no,
for
not
you,
at
the
all.
rock elements is your vibe
only
for the
right.
tracks,
Yeah.
Yeah,
right?
someone
You're
did a
using that as
play-along,
a
they'd be
tool.
like,
It's
"This
not.
is so easy."
You're not winning any shredding awards,
Right.
and you're never going to.
Right.
But they all love hip hop music. Everyone loves hip hop music.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Have you
It's-
heard country lately?
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's like no matter what party you're at, midnight, 1 in the morning, hip hop's gonna come on.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
just pay attention to it. Every party you're at, no matter what music starts off with,
Right.
at the end, it's gonna be
They
hip
got
hop.
the trap
often than
drums
not.
in there.
Yeah.
It's a great genre. It's a great genre.
Yeah. Well, this is a good time to wrap it up. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
We got to cut to something. Isaiah, you ready to cut to something?
My style is impetuous, my defense is impregnable, and I'm just ferocious. I want your heart, I want to eat his children. Praise be to Allah.
Yeah, this sound like the South right here. Got the piano ready and shit. Welcome to the dirty. Yeah, stay hungry like I'm still broke. Yeah, plotting on me trying to sink a boat, but you know me, if it's 3 feet, then it's Shit's Creek, I'ma still float. Rock wrist with a dope beat, we the fucking go. Cold world need no coat, trying to hang with me, getting no rope. Boombaye, that's what they say like I'm mythical. Any track, I'll Mike Jack, smooth criminal. Looking for me here, I go like I'm missing. Mention my name, what you done. Thought of the joke, brought him to smoke, but he ain't got love. 24/7, 365, I grind. Step in the ring, you hear the ding, the crowd sing. Here come the
See me busting heads, I came to busting some heads. Fly like jet, jump bitch, better go to fence. Nightmare similar to Fred, watch where you tread. Look what they made me, dumb crazy. Rabbit dog got rabies, mine's crazy. Don't play the shot, make them lay. You be pushing up 2 lip daffodil daisies. Peace to the gods, all praises due to Allah. Rule like Jah, death scene sicker than Saw. As I administer scars, she's swimming with jaws. Flip like Dominic Dawes, and his blood sport make him split similar to John Claude. Witness the God, the king is back, meanest rap, the dream is back on the applause.
Say the word, I'll eat you. They see power. Scared if we realize. Late at night, I treat the lights. I wonder what it be like on top. I sacrifice, I pay the price. That's just what a king does for his kingdom. 24/7, 365. Stay on my grind, I ain't got time. No, you and me are not built the same. Started a dream, made it a thing. Now they all sing, here come the king.
No one can stop me. 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 No one can stop me.
I bring it back like ass cheeks to pelvis. Brandon Cross smelling like gauze, greener than Celtics. I smelt it. This year's ours. Cuts heal and turn to scars. No excuse, I know it's hard. I felt it. Smelling like outside, friend the enemy, what's your energy? I'm checking vibes, not what you seen, watching you clean, I'm fresh as tide, hands out like high fives, your dab's denied, kill Bobby so Cross could survive, now I'm regretting the lesson, thinking the resurrection pins is alive, trying to maintain a dream in a 9 to 5, Bryson said to succeed right before we die, tired investing in people and losing deposits, verified without blue check boxes, don't trust much, watch your comments, cause I'm quick to cut a dick off Lorena Bobby. Get it? Got it. Goodbye to all my bullshit. Like consumed with who's sick, I relation. You get knocked down, I gets up with no crash, no need no fucking reason. I can sit here and let you come and fuck with my mental. I don't care if it's mental, I had to cut it off. I've been stuck in the mud, certain things I misjudge. Like God with the flood, I had to cut them off. Hey, let's go, right now, we run this war.
Always them full of sin, pick out your flaws. Mirror, mirror on the wall, tell them who them are. I see envy within deep without a cause. I go on approach without a pause. Off the riff, those I talk that shit. I approach with fists, make it stick, draw, make it split. Look, made that hit, take that hit, make it take the bait. Then I make it switch, make it flip. To positivity, I got a chip on the shoulder, I got a bit as big as a brick. Them who hate, they ain't take no risk. They the ones who bitch and complain. That's why they don't change. That's why we don't mix. I'ma get everything that's mine. You don't get lit.
Yeah. I bring it back like ass cheeks to pelvis. And the cross smelling like gauze, greener than Celtics. I smelt it, this year's ours. Cuts heal and turn to scars. No excuse, I know it's hard, I melted. My movie is phone, bitch, who's it? I ain't got time for the fake shit. Snakes in the grass, I've been weed eating. This shit around, killing seeds. Killing seeds. Killing seeds. Snakes in the grass, I've been weed eating. Around, killing seeds. Don't be coming in my house smelling like outside from the enemy with your energy. I'm checking vibes, not what you seen, watching you clean. I'm fresh as tide, hands out like high five. Your dad's denied, kill Bobby so Cross can survive. Now I'm regretting the lesson, thinking the resurrection pins is alive. Trying to maintain a dream in a 9 to 5. Bryson said to succeed right before he died. Tired of investing in people and losing deposits. Verified without blue check boxes. Don't trust much, watch your comment. Cause I'm quick to cut a dick off Lorena Bobby. Get it? Got it. Goodbye to all my bullshit. I'm consumed with who shit. I release you. You get knocked down, I get up with no crush. No need no fucking reason. I can sit here and relax. You gon' fuck with my mental. I don't care if it's gentle, had to cut them off. I've been stuck in the mud. Certain things I misjudged. Like God with the flood, I had to cut them off. Word. Let's go. Right now. We run this mother. Hey. Let's go. Right now. We run this mother.
Always them full of decent, pick out your flaws. Mirror, mirror on the wall, tell them who them are. I see envy with envy without a cause. I grow an approach without a pause off the rip. Go the talk that shit. I am put with this, make it stick, draw, make it split. Let's make that hit, take a hit, make it go break. Then I make it switch, make it flip. True positivity, I got a two on the shoulder. I got a big, as big as a brick. Them who hate, they ain't take no risk. They the ones who bitch and complain. That's why they don't change. That's why we don't mix. I'ma get everything that's mine. You don't get an inch, bitch.
I can sit here and let you go and fuck with my mental. I don't care if it's gentle, had to cut it off. I've been stuck in the mud, certain things I misjudged. Like God with the flood, I had to cut them off. Buck them down, shoot them down. Do it now, buck them down, shoot them down. Do it now, buck them down, shoot them down. Do it now, buck them down, shoot them down. Doubt in my brain, tired of wrestling with the mundane. I got things on my mind, so many things to accomplish with so little time. Killing every season, I need rooms to breathe in. Cutting my ties, head first I dive. I am the one who believes it. I can sit here and let you go and fuck with my mental. I don't care if it's gentle, I can cut them off. I've been stuck in the mud, certain things I was judged. Like God with the flood, I had to cut them off. Buck them down, shoot them down. Do it now, buck them down, shoot them down. Do it now, buck them down, shoot them down. Do it now, buck them down, shoot them down.
Yeah. What's up, everybody? We are Band Nerds back again. Thank you for live streaming at the Machine Shop. Yes, at the Machine Shop. It's I, your humble servant. Y'all ready? Ready? Hold it steady. Having a good time. Hey, check out our new track, Here Comes the King. Video's out right now. Please check it out. You ready? Do it.
Cut the freight shit! Look me in my eyes. I am a dying bird. Look me in my face. Tell me you're in love. I feel the fate in you. Don't you leave me. I feel the fate in you.
Underachiever, with a goal that's higher than the reaper smoke. I'm looking for reason for leading, misleading. Lies so easy to believe when you need them. They keep cheating. No peace when you're losing and leaving everything that you believe in. The trees and quicksand sinking in the deep end. Cold and cold and I'm frozen, I'm freezing. I used to be a go-getter, now I'm so bitter. Like some fish, but I don't get up. No room, no Trojan, it's slow motion to go. When I feel like choking, I roll right, I don't, man, I can't go with the pain. Even by me broke, and I'm so sick. I'm swimming in the nail, and I'm soaking. Looking for my chance to breathe when I'm choking. With no one to play.
Look me in my eyes. For direction, searching for the lesson, nothing seems clear to me. Look at my reflection, I am second guessing who I appear to be. I'm falling apart, we've been fucked from the start. Handshakes from the face, but I feel your heart, watch what you start. I was humbled, now I'm jaded, feeling some type of way about my city. Cause I know when we make it, y'all are steady saying you were right there with me. Dallas observing, never observe me. Push it aside, even though we cutting competition like surgery. What can we try? Dallas goodbye. You're right. Fake. You're right. Fake. You're right. Fake. You're right.
Hey, hope you guys are enjoying the show. Hope you guys are enjoying the show. Peace to the machine shop. Yeah. It's been a wonderful day. Want to keep it going.
All I heard was arguing with a little loud, so maybe you were high. I don't know why. Disposable, I'm disposable. I guess they don't think that we notice, but they notice though. Everybody's got a gun and she's gonna kill him. I don't know what he did, I think he died though. How much you gon' bet she don't go to prison? All I heard was arguing a little loud.
Hey, I put the evidence that was irrelevant. I was just hella bit. Know that I'm coming out innocent, guilty's a child that I never get down. See these haters in front of me. I know that they were in the gun for me, but I'm in their neighborhood comfortably. I know that I ain't what they wanna see. Satan get under me.
Look at his dreads, obey your threat. Look at the chain on his neck. Hey, how much you bet? He probably stole it just to flex. Probably blew his whole check, put his family in debt. Let's keep it real. All niggas steal, especially the one with the grill. Fuck how you feel, killing them softly, number and hill. They keep asking why I'm running, so I'm telling them the popo, too much melanin. Like, hey, I can hear the man coming. Hey, I can hear the man coming. Black man, get back, fuck you, get back. I want this out, this out, black 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 out.
Spread out. Yeah.
Yeah. Take a look in my eyes. What you see? Are you surprised? There's a fire building up inside my chest. I don't like it, yet feels so good. Can't lie, squeeze the hate, let it fly. Far away, woke up in a frantic, cold sweat till I'm standing. Too close, got the cannon. What you panic? Got hit with the ooh-wop. No click for the 2 shots. Whoop whoop, got the truth locked. Who the who when it moved out? Now we see who the real is. Walk around with your mask off. Now we see where the hate is. You don't know what you popped off. Now we see who the real is. Walk around with your mask off. Now we see where the hate is. You don't know what you popped off. It's okay, let's show the rock. Why don't you admit your mistakes? Oh, you think you know someone? Then it changes. Oh, you think you know someone? Then it changes. So now, we're about to, if you haven't already checked it out, First Time Live is our new single. We're premiering
The
on
exclusive.
Machine Shop Live. Yeah. This is Here Comes the King.
Here comes the king. Yeah.
Welcome to the dirty. Stay hungry like I'm still broke. Plotting on me, trying to sink a boat. But you know me, if it's 3 feet, then it's shit's Greek, I'ma still float. Rock riffs with a dope beat, we the fucking goat. Cold world, need no coat. Tryna hang with me, get no rope. Mumbai, that's what they say like I'm Mr. Let me track out Mike Jack, smooth criminal. Looking for me, here I go like I'm Mr. Mention my name, look what you done. Started the joke, brought him to smoke, but he ain't got love. 24/7, 365, I grind. Step in the ring, you hear the ding, the crowd sing, here come the king.
See me busting heads, I came to busting some heads. Fly like jet, chump bitch, better call the feds. Nightmare from a little friend, watch where you tread. Look what they made me, dumb crazy. Rabbit dog got rabies, mine's crazy, don't play me. Chop make them leg, you be pushing up to them, that fucking daisy. Beats in the cars, all prison due to Allah. Moonlight jaw, death scene sicker than Saw. As I administer cause, you swimming with jaws. Flip like Dominic Dawes, in his blood sport, make a split similar to John Claw. With this cigar, king is back, mean is rap, dreaming black on the applause.
Give me, say the word, I'll need you, lazy power. Scared if we realize. Pay the price. That's just what a king does. Kingdom. 24/7, 365. 365. Play on my grind. I ain't got time. No. You and me, I'm not feel the same. Started a thing, made it a dream. Now they all sing. Ain't gon' make it.
No one can stop me. 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 No one can stop me.
Yeah. Once again, Piece of Machine Shop.
No one can
for
stop.
having us.
Views, you know, share. Appreciate you.
Share, like all the good stuff, all the good things. Please do. Instagram,
Oldie but a goodie
Facebook,
for all our day ones.
TikTok.
This one's falling from grace.
Indeed.
So much my head's moving. I'm about to get away. I'm falling from grace, but I can't
watching the insane. Man, what a damn shame. You're falling out of grip. I hate this place in life from me. Feels like you're falling out of grace. I doubt so much my head was spinning. I'm about to get away. I'm falling from me. I'm trying to make it with I can't deal. We love me, get the fuck you out.
They say it's us against the world, but when the going gets tough, starts leaving. They say it's me against the odds, but everybody knows this life ain't even. Survival of the fittest, but I'm barely eating. Head above water, but I'm barely breathing. It's a cold world and your boy freezing. I'ma make it, I'm just waiting on my season. So gather around, gather around. And follow me down, follow me down. This rabbit hole collect our souls in this lost and found. Obstacles block our goals, swimming pools we drown. I want a new life. I went to bed with a slit wrist and a bloody knife. I woke on stage with chapped lips and a broken mic. They say we crazy, yeah, well, maybe they right. Maybe they right. Like ain't this place in life from there. Feels like it's falling out of grace. I doubt so much my head will spin. I'm about to get away. I'm falling from me. I'm trying to make it, but I can't deal. We love me with my head on the straight. I'm falling out of grace. I'm falling from me. I'm falling from me. Yeah. I'm falling from me. But I can't deal. We love me with my head on the straight. I know so much my head will shift. I'm about to get away. Falling. Sorry, got too into it.
Real sexy.
Real sexy.
Yeah, too sexy. Too sexy.
We got two more for you. We appreciate y'all supporting We Are Band Nerds, buying tickets and checking this out.
Yeah.
It's our first show.
Yeah, first live stream.
You know,
Guys are so
this
awesome.
year. So we happy to be back and rocking with y'all.
Yeah. Squad up.
Squad.
All right.
No one cares about your shoes, bro.
Cam has lemon drop sneakers on.
Got the ice cream cupcakes.
Got the ice cream cupcake with the blueberry dripping off the side.
Yo, so this song right here is one of my favorites. This one's Savage. This is on the Forget Me Not album.
your shoulders till you changeable. But steady complaining, putting the lamest, I've been feeling blue. And need a lie just to console me, so I think it's true. Once again, fool me twice, high, shame on me. You can see this pain, no reason to pain it, cause it's plain to see. And I can't just be anxious, but the pain is all the same to me. So shameless, singing the same song, and then you change the key. We're out of tune, I assume we were destined to lose. A second from doing, couldn't adjust it, so I let it consume me. It's fucking hatred, I hate his days, but I can't evade it. Try to stay placated and waited, I wait till the pain's abated. No devastated, I'm wrong. You can watch me suffer, it's damage, and then the advantage to bandage him. Cut him deep, needing ambulance, feeling like Anakin. I fucking hate you, but I can't escape you. Is it be my angel? But hate something that you can relate to. Why do you?
We could have been tongue kissing, love licking, digging you out. It's like investment banking. I feel it's taking. I fuse account to figure you out. I ain't snitching, but you played the victim. But listen, there's a wall. I help you break him. I wanna fix him. I'm just trying to kiss him.
All the way down.
But you bullshitting. Why you still bitching? From the bedroom to the kitchen. I'm just tired of these misunderstandings. You misrepresenting as offending. Hold on, let me fucking finish. Did it all for the nookie. Come on, okay if you say so. Like this relationship wasn't going down the drain, no. I just want my heart back that you just flashed like will come back, ain't no. Without you instead, holding my chest. Medusa, forever I'm in dead. We always go back again. Never leave you again. Anything she wants, she can have it. Play me like a bomb, drop me back at it. What goes around, comes around, goes around, comes around, goes around. Cold as ice, what's it like? Like you do. Different savage, wasting time, playing all day, like you do. You're savage, you're savage. Once again, we appreciate y'all tuning in. This is our last song. We appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all check out the new video. Here Comes the King.
Yeah.
You know, subscribe to our page. Follow us on Instagram. All your favorite social media. Add us to your playlist. It was a pleasure meeting you. If you've never seen us before, you will be seeing a lot of us in the future. Stay tuned.
We're on LinkedIn.
The
We have a
leaders-
LinkedIn account.
All that. Leaders of the new.
Reddit, LinkedIn.
They got it.
MySpace. No. Jobs.com. Monster.com.
No doubt. All right, let's end it on a good note, fellas.
On a good foot.
Maybe we should take a break. Feeling like I made a mistake. I know I'm sorry, but apologies ain't what we came for. It's not your fault, it's mine. We walk away, my own don't belong to you. We say goodbye, we wonder why, but my own don't belong to you. I can see she faded, like when you see Laura Beach, your favorite color clothing. With the heart and the heart, we grown apart, and I left the couple croaking. Time
closer. Got a sinking notion that this is ending and no one knows when. Oh, I judge me, but if it don't fit, you must have quit. If you pass it like Judge Mathis, you got a habit of open the move and cuss and slit. I lead, I grit, I ski. All the bullshit that doesn't quit. See the battle, turn the war and cuss again. Feeling the battles, I'm pulling, I'm taking a kid. We're done. Yeah, I'm faded. With the cops so fucking jaded. Losing my mind like my patience. I can see this hurt and hatred. Right. All of those get educated, you probably thinking that all of it's wasted. There was clearly like they stick. Hit them fast now, we gotta face it. Try to be positive. Why do I feel the opposite? I can get out of this. Find that I'm still lit. It must be divine providence. Something that got to that. I'm trying to get still these feelings of guilt, feelings of pain. Now I can see that you feeling the same. Why is it I'm always taking the blame back? I wanna feel pain. I wanna hear you scream. I wanna see you let the pieces fly. I want a glass to break. I want you face to face. So stand there and cry, or I'll die. I broke your heart. What kind of guy am I? Tonight I'm gone. Fade away, fade away. Tonight I'm gone. Fade away, fade away, fade away. Tonight I'm gone. Fade away, fade away. Fade away, fade away. Tonight I'm gone. We try, we walk away. My heart don't belong to you. We say goodbye, we wonder why. But my heart don't belong to you. Fade away, fade away. Tonight I'm gone. Fade away, fade away, fade away. Tonight I'm gone. Fade away, fade away, fade away. Tonight I'm gone. Fade away, fade away. Tonight I'm gone.
Thank y'all. We are banners.
We'll do it live. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.